Hey guys, this is Elliot Wave Sage. Want to go ahead and do just a quick crypto update. Like always, this is financial advice. Always do what's best for you. Just use this for your education, entertainment purposes only. So a lot of people are freaking out about crypto. You know, oh my God, it's gonna crash and sell, 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 and it's a double top and you know and all these crazy ideas and talk. But it's just a weekly cycle correction that's starting to take shape. Now again, big picture with Bitcoin, where you are correct in this weekly cycle. Now, I look at this from a weekly cycle standpoint. You're correct in the whole move. If that's the case, then we have really, but we haven't broken this trend line. We haven't gone deep enough. So what I'm looking for in something like this, also this right here has not been taken out in May. So if we pivot here, we don't have divergence. So this could also be a 1-2-1-2. And so it's either a 1-2-1-2, like I've got it here, that's about to finish in the buy area in this correction would be right at 55,147, and what it did is a double correction. That's all. Nothing to worry about, right? So that's what we're looking for. We want to see that divergence erased. We're almost there on the daily. I think that final push lower should do it. And then we'll see what happens because, again, Bitcoin, as it's trying to fall, is going against a weaker dollar. It looks like the dollar made its move lower. So that's actually preventing this from being worse. But it's also adding pressure, buying pressure higher that we just don't see it, which means the turn could be violent, going higher. So be careful trying to try to get in and out and be cute timing it. But right now, this is the count, and I would say that, you know, again, this peak, as long as we don't break it. Now, if we break these peaks here and here, then you would have to call this one full cycle, and you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call this entire thing 1, and then 2 more than likely will bounce and fail one more time, and probably tag this 42,000 area in a correction that could take, you know, all the way through into the late fall, maybe even. So that's possibility number 2. So this is possibility number 1. I think the talk of it being a wave 4 is not proper anymore. It's not appropriate because it's just too extreme. It's too long compared to this wave. So this, to me, is a whole new cycle. It's correcting a 2. It's a 2, and this is it. Now, again, bigger picture, double top. You've got 3 waves. Now, this is 3 waves, and you could say, well, just flat. I'll do a flat and just crash. Okay, hypothetically, if that were to happen, we'd be looking at Bitcoin at 1,600. Do we really think Bitcoin's going to 1,600, guys? I mean, I don't think so, but that's what would happen. And for that to happen, this leg usually never see a flat with a flat in a larger degree flat. It's just never something I ever see. So this is, I think this is negated. You already have your flat, and the people saying that missed this move. Most of my followers, we actually got Bitcoin down in this area here, and we've been holding ever since, right, in crypto. So really, this is just a shakeout of people that got in at the top here, and we'll have to just wait and see how this plays out. Now, that's the big picture in Bitcoin. And then let's just go to some of the other coins. Ethereum. Let's take a look. So same count. We're going to go with, let's see, a 1-2-1-2. But let's double check everything. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Yeah, here, again, I would go with a 1-2-1-2. In fact, this looking at this one more time, yeah, because I would label this a little bit different now. Something like that. So where can Ethereum find this bounce in this wave too? A new target. And that would be at 2,659 right there. Right there. Now Ethereum's a little interested because we never took this high out, right? I could force 3 waves here, but again, that would get you to Ethereum at $400. Just remember these weekly cycle resets happen quite often in the bullish advance in the first wave, as you can see here. Here you had that before you made the big move. So it's pretty common to see that. So we'll have to just wait and see how this plays out. And it's actually coming up on trendline support. So what if we actually don't do this and we bounce from here? Then we'll go back to this count on Ethereum, a little different count. We'll go back to the 3-4. If it doesn't make a new low, I'll go back to this count. So we'll have to see if this could finish through. But anyway, that's how I'd look at that for right now. I know people follow Bitcoin Cash a little bit. Bitcoin Cash is doing a triple correction. So the new target area is at 330, 319, 300 in a triple. And that's what I would look for. And again, divergence erased. It looks like we just did that. So this can end at any moment. Let's look at the daily. A little bit more downside. So we're getting close, Bitcoin Cash, but it looks like a little more downside is needed in this Z, in this triple. I believe the Litecoin is in the same, a triple. You know, we never tagged this area completely, but it looks like it wants to head down here. So that's a crypto real quick. So guys, so the crypto is doing that. I'll go through some other crypto stocks. And we kind of had a hunch this could happen because there were some stock equivalents that needed more downside. So remember MicroStrategy, we're looking for the C leg. Perhaps we're actually getting it right now. And maybe we'll get that next week and finish the correction and break this low. Let's look at some of these others. Coinbase was another one. Again, we were looking for this drop to 181. Perhaps we'll get that next week. We're looking at Mara, right? Mara, we wanted to see this final pump, but again, what if it truncated and we get the final move down next, right? What about, let's see here. Let's look at some of these others that ARKB could see 54, 52 in this area. We'll see where we open, right? Let's look at some of the other ETHE. Looks like to me you've got 5 and a connector, once more downside. Riot, trying to hold this low. We'll see if it makes another move down to 842. So that's what's going on. So crypto is basically, in my opinion, I think it's finishing a deeper correction, like a higher degree correction. I I think we had this as a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the talk of the 4 should be over. It's too, it's too intense and too long. It won't be it's just not a 4 to me. I look at it as a 1, 2, 1, 2. That should be finishing up soon, and we'll have to see what happens. Now, if we start breaking some of these trend lines, some of these RSI pivots here, and really start breaking down, then we'll relabel this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll be looking for a target of 48,000 with a bounce and a failure, and that's what I would be looking for. But either way, this will just be another area to buy, just like it was down here, like it was here, like it was here, and here, and I could keep going. So for people that don't understand what's happening, the best thing to do is just hold and trade other things. And if you have your whole stack in Bitcoin, well, this is why you have to diversify, right? Because some things go down while other things go up. Tesla had a massive pump. This went down, Tesla went up. Your portfolio is still looking pretty good. You diversified. It gets you through times like this. If everything you own is in Bitcoin, well, this weekend's going to suck. I'm not going to lie. And it may get worse before it gets better. It may get worse before it gets better. But what we have is a higher degree correction. But the couple good things that you need to think about on your side right now is the dollar index. And I do believe the dollar index is going to take charge. As you saw, our house, I think they call this the house, the devil's house, whatever, how somehow the house, and the house is starting to tumble. We had our first break. Now we're making our next shoulder break, and the house will fall. If this didn't happen, the Bitcoin drop would have been substantially worse. Substantially worse. So again, this is actually, to me, from a market dynamics standpoint, counter trend, like to the rest of the market. Remember what gold and silver did. Most stocks did yesterday. So this is a counter trend, like, kind of massive selling to have to get this price to where it is. If we didn't have that market dynamic, we'd probably be a lot lower. So eventually, whenever this selling ends, I think the move off this bottom will be pretty violent to the upside, and most people won't, unless you're a computer, you won't be able to catch the big swing, the big pivot off, and then you'll lose your position. So the best thing to do is just hold through this, watch the divergences here, and we'll see what happens if we get a higher degree correction, and we're going to correct this entire move. I think we'll bounce and fail, but there is no guarantee of a fail. But I do think in this area we are due a pretty good relief rally on the weekly time frame. So multiple months. So we'll have to wait and see, and then we can reassess, and then people can decide for themselves what they want to do. Either get out of the market, short it, hold. But we'll need to see that. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. I'll try to do another live stream later this afternoon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good luck trading your crypto today.